What up? What up? What up, folks? What up? What up? What up? What's going on? What's going on? Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. What's good? To all the beautiful people out there, what's good, players? Hopefully the audio good. Hopefully y'all good. Oh, say is it echo? I got you. I got you. I'm gonna fix the little echo. I think that echo is good now. We gonna get it. We gonna get it. When you come in, hit that like button. We gonna make it do what it do. Let me call out the chat. Caleb Kaiser in the house. What's good, player? The Claymores. Terrence Singh. What's good, my brother? Das Misi in the house, as usual. Know your boy. What's good? Weatherman. Come on in. Diablo Dark Matter. The Ruham, my brother. Brarios. You know what time it is. Mario Heat. Who else we got? Spider Silver. Harlem PS Gamer in the house. What's good, player? Grant Walker. What's good? Y'all see the topics. Y'all know what we're going to talk about. For Brizzle. For Shizzle. My Nizzle is in the house. Who else we got here? Nacy, what's good? What's good? Absolutely. Xbox is living rent free. Big facts. Big fact. Hey, listen, I'm trying to show Xbox all the love before 2027, man, for Satya and the dollar, pull that plug on the console. You know what I'm saying? Anonymous Boss in the house. What's good, player? Javon, as usual. David DRC, my brother. Chief, the VR gamer in the house. What's good, player? Hey, man, Chief, I hope you play that Ghostbusters in VR. Dope game. Definitely play with some friends. JP Loco in the house. C Fresh. What's good, player? What's good? We got 53 people in here so far, and it's only going to get bigger, but we're going to talk about it, man. We're going to talk about it. We are definitely going to talk about it. We got some shenanigans going on out in the Twitter sphere and the YouTube sphere, and some fake news and some other stuff going on. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Yeah. Hey, listen, Connie. Nobody knew about it until David Jaffe brought it out, and we gonna talk about it. Is David Jaffe the new leader of the Xbox community? Because they've been rah-rahing him lately. Craig the tech guy, my brother. Listen, I got Mass Effect on the screen right now, brother. That's just for you. Craig, salute to Craig, man, for the list of the games that's coming out next year. Since bots out there talking about PlayStation ain't got no games, my man Craig, he went and pulled the list together and said, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about this list. Y'all see some of the topics. PS5 is outselling Xbox and 9-1. That's right, 9-1. Damn. 9-1? Shit. Man. We're going to talk about it, though. We're going to talk about it. What else we got? Should Phil join Jim Ryan in that nether realm? In the train to retirement, if that's what they're gonna call it. That's what we're gonna talk about. Just a couple of topics. Y'all see on the screen right now, we got the 2024 games. That's just the games that Microsoft has shown thus far. I mean that Sony has shown thus far. That's not even games they haven't even announced for their first party. So list looking kind of, I mean, you got 21 potential bangers right there, but we're going to talk about it. Claymore said he's fully immersed in Alan Wake 2. Listen, I'm loving Alan Wake 2. I am playing it side by side with Spider-Man 2. As y'all know, that weekend that Spider-Man 2 dropped, I was out of town for Formula One, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to beat it this week, but we're gonna get there, man. See, Fresh said Jaffe went from the legendary game developer to Xbox clickbait YouTuber. Oh man, stalling my brother out. Listen, man, when you retire and you're in the unemployment line, man, listen, sometimes you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta do what it do. Jaffe just playing in the same sphere as the rest of us, I guess. I guess that's the way they, you know what I'm saying? That's the way things going. Anyway, we got 68 people in here. We're going to have some more flocking. Oh, man, I'm hearing some noise. Let's see what's going on. Oh, man, the alert box. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. We got a new subscriber. Once it pop back up, I'm go ahead and say his name, say the person name. But salute to you. If y'all can't hit the subscribe button, at least hit the thumbs up if you want to. Ain't gonna beg. It is what it is. Y'all know I don't do videos every day. We know I normally be over there on Next Gen channel in Porter Rock, but I thought I'll come out real quick and put some content up on my page real quick. Yeah, but I mean, we've been hitting a lot of stuff today, talking about Bungie shutting down, Sony laying off people, and these same people that talking about Sony laying off people. Zero Steel, I see you, player. They were mighty quiet when Microsoft laid off 10,000 people the early part of the year. That's why I don't listen to that naysay. It's okay if Microsoft lay off 10,000 people. Sony can't fire a couple of janitors on the weekend without being in trouble. But we're gonna talk about it. Let's talk of the first topic. I mean, let's get this first topic up here. This is something that's probably near and dear to a lot of our hearts. You know what I'm saying? And I do want to get this out the way. The PS5 outsells Xbox 9-1. 9-1. 9-1. Now we know that Microsoft's, or Xbox rather, their second biggest market in the world is Europe. The second biggest market in the world is Europe. And according to Metro, shout out to Michael Beckwith, he wrote an article, and he got the data, he got the news, talking about PS5 outsells Xbox by 9-1 in France, reveals the latest data. Now listen, let me ask you this. Shout out to Crooked Vulture, shout out to Merritt Wilcox. Did Microsoft launch this generation with not one, but two next generation consoles? Not one, but two next generation consoles. So you mean to tell me one little PlayStation is bodying two next generation consoles? Not by 2-1, not by 3-1, not by 4-1, but god damn, 9-1. J Gamer UK, what's good, player? I see you. Flegger Run, I see you. JP Local, I see all y'all, man. 8K Dual Sensible, what's good, player? 9-1. Do you know what that means? That means practically 90% of every person in that territory says, I want a PlayStation. I don't want to fuck with Xbox. Xbox ain't got nothing for me. No Game Pass, no nothing. For Brizzle, he said 9 T-flop system, big facts. You mean to tell me a 9 T-flop system is dusting a 12 T-flop powerhouse. Well, what's the new topic they talking about now with shader, the whatever kind of shaders they talking about? Mesh shaders? You mean to tell me you got a 12 T-flop system with mesh shaders and it's fucking getting stumped out by the goddamn PS5, the 9 T-flops hybrid, the RDNA 1 hybrid? It ain't even got full RDNA 2 like Xbox. How the hell you getting stumped out 9-1? The Claymores, big facts. Listen, man, we need to talk about it. We got a bunch of bots running amok out on social media. And they act like lying, right, on PlayStation and talking about Jim Ryan fired and Connie fired and all these people firing and Bungie laying off people and Naughty Dog laying off people and factions too. They act like that is going to help Xbox sell some goddamn consoles. Well, clearly the data says we don't care. We would rather have a PS5 ran by a company that's broke, ain't got no money, can't afford Call of Duty, ain't got no mesh shaders, ain't got Phil Spencer, ain't got Sarah Bond, don't have Matt Booty, don't have Aaron Greenberg. I'm just saying. It just don't make no sense. All the fake news you can come up with, all the slander that you throwing at PlayStation, all the damaging. Oh man, this person fired and this is bad. This is bad. The company going down and it's on and it's that they can't compete with Microsoft. I'm like, man, what are we doing here? Even if all of that was true. Brother man, shout out to you, man. He said, man, my brother, post up takeover, big facts. With all of that negative stuff, all that slander that's coming from the Xbox community towards PlayStation, it's getting even worse. PlayStation is outselling them not by 3-1 anymore, but 9-1. Don't it sound like the reverse effect is happening with Xbox? It's like the more negative PlayStation news you get, the more motherfuckers go out and buy PlayStation 5s. It's like, y'all need to stop talking. Absolutely, flag around. 9-1 in the same month that Starfield came out. The game of the generation, they said. Bethesda don't miss, they said. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Bethesda don't miss? I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. It is bad out here. It is bad out here. I mean, just look at that. So, I mean, let's say you're going to say Metro is biased, right? I'm going to play devil's advocate. Let's say Metro is biased. Let's call media bias. Sam C says, it's karma, J-Dub. All that bullshit narrative going to return them bots tenfold. Listen, it's already happened. It's been happening for the last 2 generations. Remember all the negative stuff that they try to say about PlayStation, but it's like all that negative news just entices people to go buy a PlayStation even more. That's what I don't understand. Flazilla in the house. What's good, player? Hit that like button while you're here. We got 94 people watching, more coming in. Listen, PS5, according to PlayStation Universe, PS5 is reportedly closing in on a 90% market share. 90%. There is no, listen, you have the high end with the 12 T flops and the mesh shaders, As you should, Flazilla, as you should, brother. Then on the low end, you got the Xbox Series S. So Microsoft tried to corner the market. They tried to bag PlayStation in the corner. But I'm here to tell you, man, I really don't know what to say, because if you really think about it, I mean, if you just really, really think about it, what is this data telling people? What is this data telling us? Big facts, Flazilla. Be Dizzle. I think this is telling the majority of people that we don't care about Game Pass. We don't care about your value. What we really care about is great hardware at a cheap price that gives us the best bang for the buck and the bangers. And at the end of the day, that's literally what it's telling you. Sony has the games that people want. They don't have value games. They're not out to make value games. They're there to make the best games. They're going for the gusto. They're going for the gusto. And I'm all for it. I don't want them selling me. I don't want them, putting a great value sticker or a Dollar General sticker on my console or my games. That ain't what I want. And I get it. Some people say, right? Some people say, but Jada, what about little Timmy? What about people that can't afford it? But I'm like, if you really can't afford it, then why don't you spend your money elsewhere where you can afford it, where you're comfortable? Gaming is a very expensive hobby. If you look at the screen right now, you'll see that PlayStation Portal. That handheld is coming out. That streaming remote player is coming out in 15 days. I will have 2 of them. It may not be for you, but it's for me. These are some things that Sony offers me. I got PlayStation VR 2. It may not be for everybody, but it's for me. That is something that Sony's offering me. You might not be into comic book games, but guess what? I got Spider-Man. I got Spider-Man 2. I got Wolverine coming. Got my Miles Morales. It may not be for you, but guess what? It's for me. It's for me. It's just, if you think about it, right? The big blockbuster triple A bangers, they can only be found on Sony's platform, on the PlayStation 5. I'm not talking about PC. That's totally separate. I don't know why people always bring fucking PC into console space. I never bring my 4090 into console space. It's totally different space. The fuck I look like. But I mean, I get it. Some dudes are, you know what I'm saying? They tired of playing Dota. They want some ports. You know what I'm saying? Wood Z76 says, family of 5. We all got PS5s. Big facts. Listen, I got about 4 or 5 PlayStations in the house. This PlayStation Portal is about to hit like a megaton in my house. Everybody in their own room, everybody doing their own thing without getting in my way. You know what I'm saying? That's something that's offered. Right now, Microsoft is about to exit the console space. Now, mind you, I never said that they were going to leave gaming. I never once said that Microsoft was going to leave gaming. They own too many studios and publishers for that. But they will let go of their weakest link, and it's the Xbox console. The general in the house was good, player. And you got to think about it. They are already the world's largest third-party publisher, if you think about it. The only thing that's keeping them from doing that is Nintendo and Sony. And the reason why Sony and Nintendo is turning down Microsoft is because they compete in the same space. They're competing for who's going to spend the money every single year on their particular consoles. Nintendo want you buying their Switch. They don't want you buying a PlayStation. They don't want you spending that money on Xbox. Sony wants you to buy their PlayStation, their VR, their earbuds, their TVs, their monitors. They want you to buy their stuff. They don't want you to spend your money elsewhere. This is why they're offering you so much. This is why we're getting the PlayStation 5 Pro next year. Microsoft is the only one that's irrelevant when it comes to consoles. Because guess what? They're losing, according to Microsoft themselves, they lose $100 to $200 per console. Why would they want to continue to take that loss? Why don't they just stop taking that loss, get rid of the consoles? You can play on your PC, you can play on your Samsung TV, you can play on your mobile phone, you can play on wherever. And once they get out of that space, Sony and Nintendo will easily say, sure, bring your Game Pass app and stick it in our store. You can put it on our consoles. Because guess what? Then they get a cut of the pie. And guess what? A lot of these Xbots that's out there capping, they'll go and buy a PlayStation 5. So here's the thing. I'm all for it. Microsoft is not leaving the space. I'm all for it. I'm trying to force them. I really want them to hurry up and get this shit over with, because these series, their consoles are just stinking up gaming. All of gaming is just stinking it up. There's this stench that's in the air, and Nintendo and Sony's like, what the fuck is that smell? And we all know what it is. I'm telling y'all, 2027 can't get here quick enough. It needs to get here quick. And the reason I say it needs to get here quick is really for one reason and one reason only. The crazies. That's right. I'll say it again. The crazies. The crazies. That's right. The crazies. Paul G, my brother, what's good? The crazies, the bots that are just, they're fucking crazy. They've already given up on the consoles, right? They've already given up. They already know that they'll forever be last place. So their goal is to just burn down gaming. QG in the house was good, player. They really just want to burn down gaming. It's that, you know, the whole perception of, if I can't win, nobody wins, I'll just burn the whole things down. The concubines, Wood Z. Yeah, that's what my man Porter Rock say. The concubines. The concubines, they would rather just burn down gaming. They're here just to burn it down. They don't care. They really don't have a dog in the fight. They've already lost. They lost last generation. They've been trying to hold the line ever since. And they don't even care about the games. If you look, they have extremely low gamer scores, extremely low trophy scores. They're just here to muddy the water. That's really what it is. I'm being honest. I call them the crazies. Puerto Rock call them the concubines. They're not here because they want great quality games. They're just here just to say, I couldn't win first place. I couldn't win in anything, second place or whatever. So fuck it, I'm gonna just muddy the water and just whatever. Those are those people. Uvu G Rich, my brother, what's good, player? And one more thing while we're at it. These are the same people that don't like to, how shall I say, acknowledge Xbox's shortcomings. You know what I mean? Xbox's shortcomings. All the many shortcomings Xbox has, they never like to acknowledge that, which is really kind of crazy. But then again, it is what it is. The crazies. Look at this. The crazies will not acknowledge Xbox has raised its price on the Series S to $700 in Brazil. That's right, $700 for a damn potato. $700 for potato, y'all. A damn potato. A console that's holding back gaming, that doesn't allow the Xbox Series X to have certain features. The console that's preventing games like Baldur's Gate, Quantum Error, the new Lord of the Rings, and so on from coming. And it's going to be more and more and more. Now, I did say this. Shout out to that brother Clobril, he was out there. He said Xbox has seemingly raised the price of the Series S in Brazil to $35.99 R. Not sure if that's, I don't know what that is in Brazilian, but we just gonna call it dollars. The same price as a PS5 digital. Can you imagine paying the same price as a PS5 digital before a damn potato? For a 360p box with no ray tracing, with no Spider-Man, no nothing. He goes on to say the Series S is supposed to be an affordable entry point into Xbox ecosystem. He acknowledged that a very unwise decision that need to be reverted. Listen, I'm telling you now. Y'all didn't think, I mean, think about it though. Brazil was Microsoft's most staunch supporter on the whole Activision Blizzard deal. They were the first ones to rah-rah and rally the troops against the FTC and the CMA and the EU. Now these motherfuckers is paying $700 goddamn dollars for a damn potato. Some people would be mean and say that's what they get. I ain't gonna say that. But what I will say is this is gonna leave more Brazilians, guess what, to buy more PlayStations. More Brazilians will go and buy more PlayStations. And instead of it being 9-1, the next time we see it's going to be 10-1, 11-1, 12-1. It's a mess, man. But guess what? The others, the unmentionables. That's what I call them, the unmentionable. I can't even, they ain't even word for, they're not even Xbots at this, but the crazies, That's another word to describe the crazies. They won't even acknowledge this. You know why? Because they don't care. They don't care about gaming. They're just here to burn gaming down. They're the ones that cheered at leaked emails talking about how Phil Spencer and those guys wanted to buy Nintendo and Sony and all that stuff, you know? The crazies. The crazies is what I call them. They'll never acknowledge that. Why? I have no idea. Let's look at this brother here. My good brother, Darius Fears. Look, I'm showing you the mind of the crazies. The mind of the crazies. I didn't make this up. Look at this. My good brother. What up, Curtis? Darius Fears. Shout out to that brother. Shout out to my brother. He said, Redfall is going to wake a whole lot of people up with a rude awakening. This game is officially a banger now because of this brand new update. Been having a ton of fun on it. Great job, Arcane Studios. I told y'all, these the crazies. Big facts, Floodzilla, big facts. Bro called me the Black Rush Limbaugh of gaming. God damn. Stall me out, player. Stall me out. But think about it. A game like Redfall. Even Digital Foundry said it don't matter what they do to that goddamn game. That shit is trash. But they trying to revive it, y'all. Like they trying to revive Halo and they trying to revive Bleeding Edge and Voodoo Vince and Battletoads with no online co-op. Or Forza. It's crazy. Forza launched this month and nobody talked about Forza at all. It never made anybody's chart. No MPD, no Game Pass, no nothing. After Digital Foundry came out and said that GT7 had better ray tracing and looked better, those dudes dropped that goddamn game before the game even launched. And this was one of their flagship games. I told y'all they're the crazies. They're not in it for gaming. They don't care about good games. They will hype up a turd sitting on the floor. I don't understand how a cross-gen game like GT7 stomp out built from the ground up next generation 12 T-flops, mesh shaders, and rapid pack math and all kind of other shit that the Xbox Series X got. I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. But these are some of the crazies, man. They coming out with this Redfall is coming back with a vengeance. What are we doing here? Like, seriously, is that what we doing? Oh, man. My brother Floodzilla, he trying to save Forza. Listen, brother. That ain't it. That ain't it. There's a reason why GT7 is an Olympic sport, brother. There's a reason it has a movie, my brother. There's a reason it supports VR, my brother. This just ain't no fluke. Over 100 million copies sold, my brother. Just saying. Just putting the facts out there, my brother. That's all. I did want to talk about this one topic. And it's shout out to my man's David Jaffe. Shout out to that brother, man. Shout out to my man David Jaffe. By the way, no pun intended, which y'all see on the screen, that is not a representation of David Jaffe. That's just a picture that I had up there while we was talking about the crazy, and I'm talking about the topics. So don't go run to my brother and tell him I'm talking smack. I'm not. I like David Jaffe, man. That brother created some of the best games ever. Back in the day, when he was with Sony, before he decided to go rogue, before he decided to become grandpa or Santa Claus, let me stall him out. Let me stall my brother David Jaffe out, man. He funny as shit, I ain't gonna lie. He funny as shit. He's learning the game, man. He know the whole clickbait and all that shit. I guess one thing that I would like to know from David Jaffe, just one thing I would like to know is, when you've made God of War, when you've made Twisted Metal and stuff like that, like, what make you change your mind and decide to go another route? And y'all know what I mean when I say another route. Y'all know exactly what I mean. The route, I'm gonna put it like this, right? No shade. But after you done created some of the biggest AAA bangers ever, what makes you decide to like bow out and say, I want to make little small indies? And no knock to indies. Indies, there's always some great fucking games, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I mean, do you kind of get what I'm trying to say it without like Jaffe, my man, so I don't want to go directly at it, but I'm coming like at an angle. I'm trying to go at it at an angle. You know what I'm saying? But after you done created the God of Wars and Twisted Metals, what make you do the whole, like, how did that pop in your mind? Be like, yeah, I want to do Join the Dead. This shit finna be crack. Fuck it, it's out there. I said it. How do you go from making Twisted Metal and God of War to goddamn Join the Death? At what point in your life did you say, you know what? I'm the king of the hill. I got the best games out here. They all, you know what I'm saying? They all just like, I'm carrying Sony, you know what I'm saying, on my back. And now I want to make Join to Death, a game that nobody was asking for, that nobody cared for. I mean, there was probably like 3 people that played that game. One of them was Jaffe. Another one was an engineer at Sony, and the other one was giving away in the coupon code somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like how do you get there? That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you go from winning the championship to not winning a single game, and then after that you just out of there? They just gave you the boot. And not me. I'm not saying this, but somebody out there see it right in the rumor sphere. Shout out to my brother Pastor Joe. Yeah. Salute to you, brother. We just got through talking about your segment, brother. The crazies. We already talked about you, brother. Anyway, back to my man David Jaffe. You know, I still think the dude a legend. I think he's the legend in the game. But I do think that man, it's just there was just no coming back from that joint of death. They done gave you all these millions of dollars. Yeah, Jaffe, go make another banger. And out of all this shit that done ran through your listen, somebody say, I didn't say this. I didn't say this. I didn't say this. But somebody else said this. They said that's when my man Jaffe started smoking. Like he was getting high. And then he came up with this idea, and that game was a culmination of ideas from when he was high that drawn to death. I'm just saying that's somebody said that. I didn't agree with it for the time, but I ain't no smoker, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to tell me that. I'm just saying. My man said, yeah, you know, we finna go ahead and make this God of War 4 or yeah, we finna go ahead and make this new Twisted Metal for next generation. And that motherfucker said, give me Drawn to Death. God damn. God damn. Somebody was coloring with some goddamn crayons. I'm telling you, they said he was high. They said he was high as a goddamn kite. And it may not have been no marijuana. It probably wasn't no marijuana. They said my man was on that. Ooh. My man was high as a kite. My man went in his bag and came out with some goddamn crayons and pieces of paper. And my whole thing is, like, come on, man. Like, listen, do not Google Drawn to Death, man. I'm telling you, this shit is going to be perfectly clear. It's going to be perfectly clear. Man, listen. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't say it. They said it. I'm just repeating what they said. But all of a sudden, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Not to change the topic, but I'm just like, if that's where my man went with this, if he said, fuck it, I'm going to bet the whole castle, I'm going to spend all these millions on goddamn some crayons and pieces of paper. Was that the most wisest idea to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I mean, obviously not, given the sales and given everything else. I think, you know, he would probably regret that, but, you know, was it the marijuana that did that? Or was it the white lightning? I don't know. Somebody need to tell me, you know what I'm saying? Listen, man. I'm just saying. Neil Agasto, my brother. Big facts. Big facts. I'm working on that platinum right now. Somebody said it was some shrooms. Somebody said it was some mushrooms. Somebody said it's the powdered donuts. Listen, I don't know. Somebody said it's the Ronnie Reagan. It's the Ronald Reagan. Somebody said my brother had too many mollies. What was it? Mad Dog 2020. Y'all wild in the chat. I mean, the people want to know. Curtis, listen, man, ain't no sense of Jaffe coming from my head. I'm not saying it. I'm just reporting what the sources said. I think Jaffe one of the funniest guys ever. I think he's a wise man for his age. I think he's been at the top of the hill. But I do want to know that when you at the top of the hill, what makes you say, I don't need no parachute. I think I can flap my arms like a bird, like on the cartoons, you know what I'm saying, and fly. Like, what made him take that leap? Somebody said wild Irish rose. God damn. Somebody said hitting that hooter. Hey, y'all wild. Hey, y'all wild. Chill out. Chill out, man. Man, they said that brother was on that oregano. Oh my God, y'all stupid. Oh my God. Y'all stupid, man. I'm just saying, man, when you got 20, 30, 40, 50 million dollars riding on this shit and out of everything, man. They say Jaffe was on that wet stick. Oh man, what's good? Mr. Decepticon. What's good, player? Ryan Landis. Oh man, listen. All I know, right, is something happened. And I hope one day he tell us what happened. You know what I'm saying? Kerry Howard said, yeah, he was on that white lightning. Oh my God. Y'all need to stop it. Y'all need to stop it, man. Y'all stop. Ah, man, that shit funny. Man, y'all need to stop it, man. Serious. Y'all need to stop it. Anyway, shout out to my brother Jaffe, man. Listen, he is the new ordained leader of the Xbots community. Him and Connie, some chick named Connie, they were friends way back in the day. They worked on the PS1 game together. You know what I'm saying? That's how old that shit was. Anyway, Sony fired her. She retired or whatever the case is. I don't know. I don't give a shit. But she been there for a long time. It was probably about time for her to retire too. It's time for a lot of people to retire, man. If you've been at a company 30, 40 years, man, it's time for you to just go ahead and lay down, man. Go ahead and lay it down. Yeah, so I don't know about that case. It is what it is. You know, here's one thing about it is there's no one person that made or make a company. You know what I'm saying? It's a culmination of a lot of pieces. And so of course Jaffe was like, yeah, Sony, they going down the drain. They let my homegirl go. Like, you know, he ride for his homegirl, and that's cool. Downward Incline said, damn, homie, Jaffe used to be the man, homie. Fuck happened to you? Oh man, stall him out. But see, I would love to see Jaffe make a big top tier Spider-Man type game or something, like get back in the game and make some bangers. But I think right now he's on his indie stuff. I don't know if the stress of making big blockbuster AAA exclusive got to him, and he was like, fuck that. I don't know. I would want to know what happened. What made him, out of all, when somebody give you $100 million, $50 million, $20 million, and say, hey, go make whatever game you want. Out of all the fucking games you see going around you, your Grand Theft Autos, your Twisted Metals that you done made, your God of Wars you done made, your Silent Hills, your Gran Turismo, all of these goatees, right? Flying around you making them, other people making them. What made you decide to make a goddamn Drone of Death? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, what? I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it, man. Big Lito said, Destin released a video saying PlayStation's house is in disarray. Yeah, man, he one of the craziest we was talking about too. He one of the craziest too. He was one of the people we were talking about, man. All of them. All of them. And guess what? When 2027 get here and Microsoft pull out of console business, these are going to be the same people that tell you this is great for gaming. Mark my words, they will say that. Weatherman said, Pastor Joe about to make a call to Jaffe like J-Dub talking about you. Hey, I am not talking about him. I just said what people in the chat and other people was talking, what they were saying. And I just asked the question, is David Jaffe the new leader of the Xbox community? Because all of a sudden, these bots are hailing Jaffe as the king of Xbox. All because Jaffe said Connie got let go, got fired. Now, keep in mind, Jaffe was the same guy that said, you know, if you want a high end steak like Ruth's Chris, that's what PlayStation make. He said Xbox, they don't make stuff like that. They make McDonald's. They make Outback Steakhouse. You see what I'm saying? Jaffe said that, so I ain't knocking him. But they didn't like when Jaffe said that. But they love Jaffe now. They quoting him. And everything. The head of God, the maker of God of War said this, and the maker of God of War said that. But they wasn't saying that when Jaffe said, God damn, Phil gotta go. It's bad management over there at Microsoft. They didn't like that. They was calling him an old man. They was calling him a kook, a spook. They said he just didn't have it no more. He was a failed developer. That's what the bot said. But all of a sudden now, he's their leader. I just noticed that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I noticed that. I noticed a lot of stuff, and yeah. Big facts, Ryan Landis. He said Jaffe got them bots to pay for the full story. Yeah. Listen, Jaffe is a smart man. He know these bots out in these streets desperate for any attention. Salute to everybody. 161 people in here. Swag bag. Hell yeah. I would have did the same thing. These bots out here desperate, man. They looking for anybody. Are you Xbox guy? You Xbox guy? I can rock with you. I'm an Xbox guy. You know, like I said, man, it's just, this whole thing is just, it's been funny for the last couple of weeks. But we talked about PS5 outselling Xbox 9-1. It's probably going to get bigger than that because now more people in Brazil are going to end up buying a cheaper console, which at this point is a PlayStation 5. You might as well get a PlayStation 5. Damn Series S costing $700. Shit. The last topic we want to talk about, next to the last topic, but should Phil Spencer join Jim Ryan? We know Microsoft just made some changes, just changed up a lot of things. They promoted Sarah Bond, they promoted Matt Booty and a couple other people. Kudos to them. The only thing I hate about that is that they put my girl Sarah Bond at the top. Jay Shanks, thanks for subscribing. Appreciate you, player. Well, they put Sarah Bond at the top. They made her president or whatever. But if Satya Nadella pulled the plug on Xbox gaming in 2027, you know who the blame is going to be for this, right? It ain't going to be Phil. It's going to be her. Now, if you got a company that's finna go out of business or changing their strategy or is finna get out of something and they put you in charge of it, like, come on, man, what are we doing here? Don't make me the leader of a dying brand. Like, come on, man. That's what I think. She's the scapegoat. Big facts. She's the sacrificial lamb. N.R.I. said. Ghost of New Orleans said they playing the Spider-Man, the best superhero game ever made. Big facts. Yes, it is. I'm just saying, listen, That was Phil Spencer emailing his coworkers, talking about how if they don't get 50 million Game Pass subscribers by 2026/2027, which is that fiscal year, they're going to close up the Xbox. It's a wrap. Like my man Marlon Games said, it's all right. It's all right. And on top of that, they got to be at 100 million by 2030. Neil Agosto, I ain't mad at you for that play. I ain't gonna lie. That's a looker. I like that. That's cool. They ain't a baddie, but you know what I'm saying? That's a nice. Jay Shank, salute to you, man. I appreciate you, player. I appreciate you. Big facts, brother. Big facts. Thanks for all your support, man. All y'all. Thank y'all all for supporting me. I don't want the sister to take the fall for Phil. Phil been at this now for 15 years. Matter of fact, he been with Microsoft, he been with Xbox for the 23, 24 years in his existence. My whole thing, if they close up shop, first thing they're gonna start saying is Sarah Bond. That was her job to turn things around and make this good. Y'all know that. You know them dudes love some Phil Spencer. They is not about to blame Phil Spencer. Shadow Star said they set my black queen up for failure. Big facts, brother. That's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna let them. I hope she leave before that shit crumble. JP Loco, you bugging, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Alex. Yeah, she should grab the bag and leave in 20. Listen, I'll sell all my stock options 6 months prior. I'm selling all that shit. Ryan Landis said, "Dear Phil Spencer, can't do no wrong." That's true. This dude has been such a failure, but that leads me back to the topic. Should Phil join Jim Ryan? If Phil leaves, right, take his little pay increase and just retire, leave, go somewhere else, do whatever, whatever. Phil is bringing in money. I don't know, man. Like, Xbox in general just don't make a lot of money. They lose a lot of money. But corporate, Microsoft, the corporate has the funnel those losses and shit. Impatient Fire, he said, Phil is out here felling upwards. Hey, listen, man, sometimes you do that. JP Loco said he was responding to Nix's questionable take. Oh, okay. True Virgil. Big facts, brother. Big facts. As I should. I'm just saying, for all of Phil Spencer's past transgressions, what are they going to attribute to Sarah Bond? She's not going to sell any more consoles. She's already getting outsold 9-1 in a lot of territories. She's getting outsold 3-1 worldwide. I'm just asking. Like, what can she do in 2 years? Literally, like, what really could she do? They're not coming out with a brand new console. That's not going to change anything. 75% of the install base own the Series S. Just saying. Anyway, I do want to talk about this topic here. If you guys know, November the 15th, the PlayStation Portal is launching at $199. But also there's two headphones that are out there. There is the Pulse Explorer, which is the earbuds, and then you have the other Pulses. I forgot the name of them, but they're the full bodied over you know what I'm saying, on top of your head, over the ear headphones. Anyway, everybody and their mom is looking forward to these Pulse Explorer wireless earbuds. They are launching. The pre-orders are coming November the 9th. So that's in a little bit over a week. So you'll be able to pre-order those. But December, the first week of December is when you actually get them. So you can pre-order them on the 9th and you'll get them the first week of December. So I'd say about a month, right around 3 weeks after the PlayStation Portal launch, you'll be able to get these wireless earbuds. They have that new wireless technology that PlayStation has created to have lossless audio. You can pair it with your consoles. You can pair it with your PlayStation Portal and stuff like that. It's supposed to be the next new wave of audio technology. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. Price is $199. Same as I don't know if you guys noticed, but $199 seems to be Sony's cost for a lot of things. You got the PlayStation Portal, you got the DualSense controller, you got the Pulse headphone, the headsets that are $199. You got these earbuds that are $199. $199 seems to be that magic spot for them. It's not cheap, but it's also not the most expensive thing out there. I mean, it costs the same as a pair of AirPods. So, I mean, if you think about that, it's not bad. But again, gaming is a expensive hobby. And since gaming is an expensive hobby, I don't have a problem with it. Some people might, but guess what? If you have a problem with it, it's not for you. It's not for you. Like I said, it's not for you. It's for me. Another thing that I wanted to talk about before we get to 2024, we want to talk about this. Team Kill Media's Quantum Error has already made its money back. Now I heard this game is hot dog water. I heard it's trash. I heard it's garbage. That's from what I hear. I ain't played it, so I'm gonna reserve judgment, but it kind of really don't matter because these dudes are saying we already made our money back on the pre-orders. So there was a lot of people who pre-ordered the game. Now, granted, we don't know what the budget of the game was anyway, but as long as they're happy, I'm happy. Kudos to them. Kudos to them. What else? Last but not least, guys, before I get out of here, I do want you to look at the screen. When bots are out there saying that PlayStation ain't got no games for 2024, they haven't showed their hand, they hadn't showed this, they haven't did this, that, whatever. All right, cool. Well, I'll tell you what they do have. Here, I want you to see this right here. I'm going to make this here bigger, right? These are games that's coming out for the PS5 in 2024. Yep. 2024. Now, if you look at this list, this is not too shabby. I'm gonna keep it a buck. This is not too shabby. There's some nice little games there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and read them one by one, but I did want to talk about it. I do have the Grand Blue Fantasy Relink Collector's Edition already pre-ordered. Can't wait to play that. That's exclusive to PlayStation. Helldivers 2. That is another banger that's exclusive to PlayStation. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Another GOTY class quality game, exclusive to PlayStation. Silent Hill 2 Remake, exclusive to PlayStation. Stellar Yams, aka Stellar Blade, exclusive to PlayStation. Foam Stars. Hey, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the little beta that they have, you know what I'm saying? I think over time it'll be a little nice game that you play, you know what I'm saying? A little something. Ain't no GOTY, but it's a little something. It's a little something. You know what I'm saying? That's coming early 2024. Pacific Drive. I'm interested in that game. I seen when they first showed this game out. I'm interested in it. Convalaria, I need to check that. I need to see what that's about. AI Limit, I need to check that out as well. Some of you guys probably know it, but we know one of the big bangers that's coming out, potentially a GOTY, is Rise of Ronin. Rise of Ronin. I believe that's by Team Ninja. That game is going to be a badass game. Lost Soul Aside is finally coming. Q4 of 2024, and shout out to my brother Craig Harris for this list. This brother, he did his diligent research and he put this list together. Little Devil Inside. We've been waiting for this game for like 3 years, and I'm ready for this game to come out, man. I gotta have it. Pause. The Silent Swan, that's another PlayStation exclusive. Evo Tinction, that's coming. I need to check that out. Concord, I believe that's one of the new studios game. I don't think it's I don't think that's one of Bungie's game, but that's one of their the new studio. I forgot who heads that studio, but I can't wait to see what that was cracking with that. Sword of the Sea, that's exclusive. Of course, the banger, the GOTY, Wolverine, that's potentially coming late next year. Now, guys, granted, I know some of you guys going to say, there's no way Wolverine is coming 2024. Listen, this is Insomniac we talking about. Insomniac. These dudes are known for dropping games like just banger after banger after banger, year after year after year. I mean, they drop Miles Morales and Ratchet and Clank within months apart from each other. So like, come on guys, let's stop with the naysaying. You don't know, but if it was one studio to do it, it's going to be Insomniac. Fair Game. I repeat, Fair Game. That's a PC/mobile game. That's coming to PlayStation 5 late 2024. And of course, another GOTY. Of course, one of my top 5 games of all time, Death Stranding. The sequel, Death Stranding 2, is coming next year, according to Hideo Kojima, the GOAT himself. Hideo Kojima. Or Hideo Kojima, my bad. Salute to that brother. He's a GOAT. Nobody can hang with him. And another stat about him, man, he has never dropped a game that was less than GOTY class material in his life. Kudos to that brother. In one of the games that we saw recently, Phantom Blade Zero. Nah, that game is coming to PS5 exclusively. That game looked amazing. Absolutely. Shadowstar. Insomniac had already said that they already moved over to Wolverine a little while ago because they've been done with Spider-Man. As well, they already confirmed that Wolverine is in the Spider-Man. It's in the same world. It's in the same universe. It's in the same. I don't know how you want to put that in comic book terms. So I'm gonna be honest. It ain't like they got to start from scratch with assets and stuff like that. They have a bustling world. They have a lot of assets that they can reuse from Spider-Man. or Spider-Man for a lot of you guys out there. Yeah, so we'll see. I know that's going to be, when that game come out, man, it's going to hit like a nuke, just like Spider-Man 2 did. Spider-Man 2 outsold all previous PlayStation IP in history, all of them. And that's crazy. It did that in 24 hours. So salute to those good brothers over at Insomniac. They are carrying PlayStation on their back. I can't wait to see what's coming from Naughty Dog. I can't wait to see what's coming from Sucker Punch. I can't wait to see what's coming from Guerrilla Games and so on and so on. Pragmata in the house. Pragmata. That game was by Capcom. I believe it was by Capcom. I can't wait to see what comes from that. They announced a lot of these games like really, really early. And so dudes are wondering why Sony really ain't saying nothing about their games coming up. Well, because they done showed you a lot of the stuff on this list like 3-4 years ago. Anybody out there that has PSVR 2 should get Pistol Whip. It's a great game. Absolutely. I got it. But these are games that's coming for PlayStation. Listen, I just named you 21 games. And dudes will sit here with a straight face and tell you PlayStation looking light for 2024. This is without Sony even having a show showing you what their other studios are working on. Emmanuel, how we get on this? Well, we already had the Xbox slander. You know what I'm saying? I had to give you some PlayStation Goldie news and let people know, you know what I'm saying, what goes on. Why they want to know why PlayStation is outselling Xbox 9-1. Well, you're looking at it right here. You're looking at it right here. They don't want to believe it. But it's going to be interesting. Next year is going to be very, very, very interesting. Shadowstar said, yeah, we've been waiting for Little Devil Inside for 5 years now. Yeah, man. Listen, if you go back on YouTube, you can see some of the PC gameplay footage from about 5 years ago. That game looked like it only needed another year or two worth of polish to get up to standard. But, I mean, they've been quiet ever since. I also want to know what's going on with Project Awakening. You remember the guy, the knight that was fighting the dragon and stuff like that? That shit looked realistic and stuff. Like, what happened to that? Sony is sitting on a lot of stuff that we just don't have questions to. One day they'll have to tell us what's going on with it. What's good, my brother? He said, it turns out delusion has no place in reality. Big facts, brother. Big facts. Yeah, we ain't even talked. We know Ghost of Tsushima 2 is in the work. Rumor Blood Reborn, Bloodborne remastered. Cory Barlog's new game is a sci-fi. Naughty Dog's new game that's not The Last of Us 3. They working on a couple of IP. Dudes keep talking about factions. I'm being honest. A lot of people didn't really fuck with the first factions, but it's all cap. There's a lot of hardcore people that did fuck with it, and so, kudos to those brothers and those people that want that. Kudos to that. JP Loco, absolutely. I can't wait for the new GT7 update this week. It got the brand new Porsche, the GT2 RS. Is it? No, it's a GT. Is GT3 or GT2? I think it's a GT2 RS. The 992 platform. I can't wait for that. That's, oh man, I can't wait. Then it has a R33. The special R33. It has the Lexus LFA. It has an old school Mercedes. I mean, it has the new Tesla 3 as well. Can't wait for that. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Let's talk about this whole games as a service shit. See, these companies can't mention anything because they mention one little thing and people just run for the hills. They mentioned about how they had a couple of games as a service games that they want to pay attention to. And everybody ran with, oh my God, Sony finna stop making games and only making games as a service games. They got 20 of them, 30 of them, 40, 50 of them. It's like, man, that's why I can't fool with a lot of y'all, man. That's why I stay to myself, set my profile offline and play games by myself. is crazy. Sony never said they was changing everything they was doing for games and service games. They said they had like 4 or 5 games and service games that they was working on that they're going to attempt to play. They never said that they was going to bet the farm on it. But again, it's the internet. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. No complaints. But you would think that by now, after Sony keep giving you the games that they're giving you, the story-driven, single-player, over-the-shoulder narrative games, the big blockbuster $200 million games that you love and enjoy, and they doubling down on it, you think that'll be enough to shut you up. But guess what? It's not. The Claymores, absolutely. GT7, hell, GT Sport was a service game, and it's amazing. Big facts. But you know what's crazy? I'm going to take it even a step further, the Claymores. People cap and talk about how they hate games and service games, and they turn around and buy fucking Call of Duty and Madden and 2K every fucking year. These are the motherfuckers that are cap. Willie Style, what's going on, my brother? They all cap. Dudes say they hate services games and turn around and goddamn play Madden, 2K, and FIFA and the rest of them joints. I agree, Curtis. He said he stopped listening to Twitter gamers, insiders, and so-called journalists whenever it comes to Sony games. My whole thing is if you're so afraid of Sony and their games and service games, why haven't you said anything about Xbox's failed service, games and service games? Because a lot of people say Sony don't know how to make a multiplayer game, but their game is an Olympic sport, which is a huge undertaking. But that's why I say it's only bad when Sony does it. It's only bad when Sony do it. But you know what? No complaints. You know why? Because when you're first place, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to deal with the bullshit. And kudos to Sony for not having executives that people can like and fawn over and fly out to see and yell Phil Spencer and pass out and faint and everything else. Kudos for Sony for having executives that just fucking shut up and do business. That's their jobs, to shut up and do fucking business. That's how I like it. That's how I like my executives, to shut the fuck up, deliver the games, the goatees that I love, keep doing that and doubling down on everything. My brother Phil Boss, salute to you, player. But you see, that's the difference. When you outselling the competition 9-1, 9-1, 9-1. I mean, I ain't making this stuff up, y'all. 9-1, not 3-1, not 2-1, but 9-1. When you outselling the executives you get to shake hands with and fly out and have dinner with and drinks and toast and like, man, yeah, like you last place, like, why are you parading and why are you so happy? I will never understand how bots can call themselves being so happy at being last place, having the most dog shit games, the most dog shit hardware. Shout out to my brother, the biggest hater, my brother Aaron in the house. Salute to you, player. But Flazilla, here's the thing, right? I'm gonna be honest. Let's be honest. Can we have a grown-up conversation here? Shout out to my brother Flazilla. He said last place got more money. You absolutely right, brother. You absolutely right. Now, put a 1 in the chat. I want you to put a 1 in the chat if you're willing to trade PlayStation's first place, right? Their first place category, we're giving you the goldies and the great hardware and the VR and the handheld and all of that. Would you rather trade that for an executive that you would love and for the company to have trillions of dollars? Or would you rather have and keep the games that you have, the consoles that you have, the services that you have, the VR that you have, and everything else? I'm just saying, not many people will want to trade place. I don't know one PlayStation dude was like, yeah, I want Sony to have more money. I would rather them give up all this shit just so the corporation can have money. But Floodzilla, listen, yes, you on PC, right? We all on PC. We all on PC. But we're talking console, right? This is a console topic. This is a console war podcast, player. And in the great console war, this ain't the great PC war. Nobody give a fuck about PC. We know for a fact 99.8% of PC guys are running on Intel integrated graphics. Get the fuck up out of here. This is not the PC space. This is the console space, sir. Salute to Manuel Direct, my brother. Salute to you. Salute to you. Listen, you got a 7900 XTX. I got a 4090. We just gonna keep it popping, right? Okay, cool. But we ain't talking about that right now. Just sit back, wait for your PC ports, wait for your console ports to go over the PC, and they may be janky, or they may not. We don't know. Anyway, brother, back to what I was saying. No PlayStation guy would rather to give up first place so their corporation can have trillions of dollars, but no games that anybody care for, and getting outsold 9-1. Nah, it ain't gonna happen. We gonna keep having our Final Fantasy games. We gonna keep having our God of Wars, our Spider-Mans, our Ghost of Tsushima, our The Last of Us, and so on and so on, our Gran Turismos and so on. And so that's what we gonna keep having. But if you really think about it, I mean, really think about it. Is this the guy you want to be? Floodzilla, is this the guy you want to be? You want to be tweeting stuff like this out here every day, Floodzilla? Man, Floodzilla said Redfall is going to wake a whole lot of people up with a rude awakening. This game is official banger. Come on, man. What are we doing here? You want to wake up and type goofy shit like this every day, man, for 15 years straight? Knowing your console is last place, losing NPDs, nobody respect the console. They call your console a potato. They laugh at your executives. They laugh at your stats. Like, come on, man. Ain't nobody want to be the Xbox of gaming. Hell, Xbox don't want to be the Xbox of gaming. That's why Phil said, man, shit, 2027, we about this booch. Arcane don't miss. I'll never forget. Never forget. But I'll tell you what. When you outselling the competition 9-1, 9-1, 9-1. I mean, what is there to say? What's left to say? I mean, there's really nothing else to say. The gamers have spoken. Okay, Shatterstar, I'll give you that. That's France, right? That's France. Let's just say that's France. All right. Right? But worldwide, we know PlayStation is outselling Xbox 3-1. So does it matter if it's 3-1, right? It don't matter if it's 9, 10, 15, 20. It's just the fact that you're getting one PlayStation is outselling 2 different goddamn Xbox Series consoles combined. I'm just saying. Well, it probably is 4-1 this month. I mean, we already know Spider-Man done turned this shit to 4-1, so it is what it is. Matter of fact, Sony is selling 26 million consoles just this year alone. That's more than the whole combined last 3 years of Xbox Series consoles combined. Think about that. I'm gonna let y'all ponder on that. Anyway, man, I'm gonna be up out of here. Y'all can catch me over on Next Gen 720 podcast. Y'all can catch me over on 60 Frame No Lag on Tuesdays with Porter Rock and my brother Emily and my brother man, hey M, my bad, man. Listen, your boy Pastor Joe, he got everybody calling you Emily, brother. He got everybody calling you that goofy ass name, brother. It's M. Hey, you need to go knock Pastor out, man. We need to see that. We need that fight again. You need to redeem yourself, brother. He got all of YouTube calling you Emily. Goddamn Pastor Joe, man. Anyway, man, y'all take it easy. I appreciate all the love, all the support, man. Y'all take it easy. Catch me on Twitter at JDubCity16. I'm trying to keep you guys laughing with all the GIFs and the memes, you know what I mean? But a lot of stuff had to be said tonight, man, and we had to say it. Shout out to my brother Jaffe. They just wanted to know. I'm just a journalist asking the hard questions that people are afraid to ask. Was you on that marijuana? Or was you on that white lightning when you made Drawn to Death, brother? That's all they want to know. That's all they want to know. Anyway, man, y'all take it easy. Peace.